Kind of struggling to get up to the weatherman's 21 degrees today, but, you know, I think it's going to go a little higher, I really, really do. Even though, believe me, bad weather is on the way. They say about 11 o'clock. Well, you know, it's 24 minutes after 11. Still no bad weather yet, so I have faith. All right? Really do. You just can't trust the weatherman sometimes. It is Wednesday, the 27th of March, and I tell you what, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, so very, very happy to have you joining us today. I really, really am. If you're a first-time viewer, listener, special welcome to you, really, really is. And I'm just trying to get this up here and see if we get some names and stuff like that today. If you're a first-time listener and you want to become part of the family, we call it the noise here at Galaxy, simply because you do have a voice. We hear you. We do. Literally, we get your mail, we get your emails, we get your texts, your phone calls. We get the lot, the whole media. We really do. And that's how we structure a lot of our shows here at Galaxy, is because of the wonderful people around the world giving us their interpretation and their requests. So believe me, absolutely fantastic. It's nice to have you on board. It really is. Today, we're going all the way over to Switzerland to catch up with a young lady by the name of Tina Labea, and I'm really excited. I have been playing her music a little while now. In fact, we were supposed to do this last year, but due to a number of different incidents, today is the day. So let's kick it off. Here is Compassion, right here at Galaxy. Here's Tina Labea. So that gives us a couple of minutes to get to know each other. Tina, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm in a good mood. I always have positive vibrations around me.
Nice, nice. Believe me, when I first saw your photo, you see, I've got a friend called Ava Cherry, yes. Right? Yes. And I think we were talking about introducing you guys yesterday.
Yes.
Now, you remind me so much of her. You look so much like her.
Yes, they
You
do.
really do. I mean, both of you are a very, very stunning woman. You're a very pretty woman. And believe me,
thank you.
Your music here, you're a superstar here at Galaxy. I hope you know that.
Yes.
You really do.
Yes.
We have so many people requesting your music. I come into work every night about 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night, and I have to go past reception to be able to get to my office.
Yes.
The young lady in reception, her name is Sasha, she leaves out 3 USB devices for me every night. One is statistics on how we performed throughout the day. One is legal documents, emails, stuff like that I must answer and take care of. And the last one is requests from people around the world who want music. And that's how we structure our breakfast show. We hand make every morning's show. And by the time I do all my work and everything and get down to production, it's about 1:30 in the morning. I give them the USB. We run through the whole deal. And every morning I see your name up there. Everybody wants your music. They really, really do.
Yes, that's cool.
That really is cool. That really is. How many countries are tuned in right now?
168.
There's 168 countries tuned in right now.
Wow. 168?
Countries,
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
We're in every corner of the world. If you can call a round object a corner somewhere, we're there, literally.
Yeah, wow. That's super brave, man. That's super.
And after we finish this, I want to talk to you about a couple of things involving India. I think you'll be very fascinated with this. I really do.
Of course.
And to be very honest, Tina, it's about promoting you more than what we can at the moment. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Believe me, it's exciting. It is. In the meantime, let's go live. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Let me just sort out this microphone a little bit. I think one of the engineers has been playing with it while I've been having a break. Got to welcome along everybody on board. Nice to have you on board. It really, really is. If you're a first time listener, why not do this? Why not sub, thumb, bell? Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like today's guest coming out of Switzerland is Tina Labea, and I'm very, very fascinated with this lady's music. I really, really am. Subscribe. So, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. Double, treble D. And while we're double trebling, the thumb. You know what to do with that, don't you? Yeah, get epileptic with it. Like us a lot. Today, we've opened up the show with Compassion from Tina Labea. And, well, Tina, welcome to Galaxy.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, Tina, we take pride in saying we only play the best indie artists in the world. And, well, you know, you are right there. Literally, you have so many people requesting your music.
Wow.
You really do.
Great people.
Now,
Thank you so much.
Oh, absolute pleasure. Now, we kicked off the show with Compassion. Now, I got to be honest with you, I didn't understand a word.
You didn't understand the words?
No, I didn't. But I tell you what, people seem to absolutely love this. Right now, about 1,491 requests for it.
Wow, that's super.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
that's Barbara. She says super too. But tell me all about this track, because I find it absolutely fascinating.
Yes, thank you. You know, because all my songs, they have all a special message, you know, because they are all sang out of my heart space. And they're all about a message to the world. And that is why what I sing, it comes from my heart space and then it radiates outside to the world. And that is why maybe the people, they feel that energy in the song, because that's part of the music, because the world needs to be healed, right? Because all my songs are based on it, all of them. There is none of the songs that I have, the lyrics, they are all with the perfect explanation what the world needs to hear, because they need to heal. They need to feel themselves, you know, because we cannot be in the dark for so long. Somewhere there should be a light at the end of the tunnel. And that is why my music is an inspiration to light up the people. And you play them on Galaxy, a radio station, in the morning, it wakes them up, right? And no one can sleep. The whole world, then they should be awake because of the lyrics of the song.
You know,
and of course, person. And the person in it.
You know, Tina, I couldn't have put it better, to be very honest with you. It does wake the world up. Every morning here at Galaxy, we have Tina Labea playing on our breakfast show. And, you know, Tina, believe me, you've become quite the sensation here at Galaxy. You really, really have.
Wow. Wow. That's...
So I've always thought, you know, there's something connecting with Galaxy and Tina Labea. The very first song I ever heard of yours, of course, was Freedom. And then I heard Gratitude, Compassion I heard a little later on. But each and every one of these tracks has a connection to our audience. They just seem to be able to flock to your music and your style of music. So I've got to congratulate you there. I really, really do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Now, Tina, believe me, you come out of South Africa. You were born in Soweto, Johannesburg. Is that right?
Yes, that's right, in South Africa.
That's a fantastic place. I've been to Soweto. I really, really have. And
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I've had a look around Africa. Well, you know, a couple of different places. In fact, I've had a meal at one of the mountaintop restaurants and everything like that in Sin City. Then you went through the uprising in 1976. What was that like?
Yes, I was a student by that time. That's when the riot starts, the rising in 1976. You know, this period of this time, it really, it went really through my veins, because I experienced the death of my friends. I experienced everything. I overcame that crazy youth uprising. So I was very, very lucky, and I felt blessed that nothing happened to me, and I was happy because I could run fast, and that's how I could help myself. Ran into someone's house, and that's where I did actually save myself, because it was crazy. Because I was still about 15 years old, and all this what happened, it was for me really the worst thing in my life I could ever experience, because of the language. Can you imagine?
Yeah, no. To be honest, I couldn't imagine it. To be, you know, here, safe little New Zealand, and believe me, we're very, very safe over here. We really, really are. Could not imagine it, but I really could get the grasp of it, literally. Now, I do have a number of friends that do come out of different parts of Africa, including Uganda and places like this, and they are very, very close friends. They talk very, very intimately with me about different policies, politics, and history of their part of the country, if you know what I mean. So I can get a grasp of that. I really, really can. But the great news is you got into modelling.
Yes. You know, after I didn't have school anymore, after the youth uprising, I was at home doing nothing. Can you imagine, you wake up in the morning, you have nothing to do, you start scratching your scalp and think, what can I do? But something came to my mind. I told myself, hey, I have the body. I'm going to make myself nice. Just go to the city. So while I was window shopping, there was this couple just saw me coming around the corner. They looked at me, and then the lady came to me and asked me if I was a model. I said, no, I am not a model. I'm just window shopping. Then the lady gave me a card, and she told me I should call her. I thought, wow, I must call the woman. And I didn't know it was a famous model agency. So after this youth rising, I was actually still shocked for the whole situation. No school, nothing. Experienced the apartheid, you know. And then this apartheid really, it was like, for me, a breakthrough in my head, because I didn't understand the situation, because we were forced. And then after this, imagine you are sitting at home doing nothing, and then what comes next? You are bored. Nothing to do, you are so young, no education, and you are sitting around doing nothing. So it was for me like the universe told me, you stand up now, go to the city. And by that day when I went to the city, that's when the women found me. And then obviously I was excited, and I called the agency the next day. I didn't know it was a famous agency. That's when I started now to grow. After a shock, it was like, now I'm climbing the ladders, and then now I joined the model agency, and believe me, I was successful. Hey, I don't believe it. And then I was so successful. I was doing all the shows in South Africa, outside South Africa, and for me it was like, now I am working for my family. Then I was obviously supporting my family, because no one had some jobs to do. Maybe one was working, but it was not enough money to feed the whole family. So at my age, I started early, at my early stage, to feed my family, to give them the love. Because my grandparents, they grew me up, and I felt that I have to carry all the baggage and everything and work and help my family. And this, I did it. And then after I modeled, it was like, now everything is coming. Everything came in all directions. So my life, it is extreme. It is
You,
extreme.
you know, that's a very fairy tale story you just gave me. This is fantastic. It really, really is. And
Yes.
congratulations on absolutely everything that you've achieved over the years. When did you
Yes.
decide to get into singing? Because believe me, for me, and I've been an engineer now for about almost 40 something years, and I can spot talent a mile away. I've got to be honest with you. I really, really can. When Barbara brought your music to me, I went, I want to interview that lady. How long have, how long have you been singing?
You know, my music story is very fascinating because, first of all, in South Africa, I didn't have the privilege of attending a music school. We didn't have the privilege as the black people. We're not prioritized to go to learn about music and notes and stuff like that. But at school, we had some like church choirs and stuff like that. But um, to make it short, when I left South Africa, after I was an actress, so I came to this country in Switzerland. I knew nothing, I knew nobody, and then I was just like, coming to this strange country, and then all of a sudden I heard someone singing, and I looked at the person. I was invited in a wedding, and I looked at the guy. This guy was singing a song called "Oh Happy Day." I was not even shy. I just stood up in the middle of the crowd. I went to him. I said, "Can I join you?" And then the guy told me, "Hey, can you sing?" And I said, "No, I can try." That's how I started. Then I just grabbed the microphone and I started singing, taking up the Happy Day. And then after I told myself, but what this guy can do up there on that stage in the church, I'm gonna try it too. And I had the guts. 3 months later, a woman called me and asked me if I can sing in her wedding. And then imagine, I have no experience, but I was brave enough, and I took a small radio and I put a little cassette in there, and then I organized myself a microphone, and then I started singing all by myself with the radio, and the longest cable you can ever think about. The longest cable, and I still have the picture of that first show I did in a church. That's when I started singing. But then it was just that little moment. But then after I developed myself, I started listening to gospel music, and then I was inspired again from Mahalia Jackson and stuff like that. And that's when I came into the gospel music, and then I started singing, performing in churches all over Switzerland. This was funny, without experience, but I stood like, I know it, I can do it. But I think because of my appearance, because of my the way I told myself I can do it. I don't care who says what. I'm gonna try, and I will sing. And then I started like that. But then everything developed. Then I taught myself into other music, the blues, the rock, the soul, and I started. And then obviously in my childhood, I was inspired by Tina Turner. She inspired me, and Miriam Makeba. Those two women, they were my inspiration. Then I started picking up all the pieces, gospel here, soul there, blues there, disco music over there, and for me it was like a big mixture of, to get myself into singing. That's when I started. Okay, the time went on. I was all over the place with bands and this and that. I did that. But now I could not even think I could do something. So while the time was going, I still say today that COVID-19 made me stronger. It made me stronger because sitting at home, doing nothing, no shows, nothing, that's when the inspiration came. And I told myself, now I'm going to do something. Then I had to go, I thought to myself, I'm going to do the cover versions of Tina Turner. And then my saxophone player, the name of Dennis Bullock, he took me to his friend, the most fantastic producer and DJ called DJ LJ Guru. He is the man when I went to his studio, meaning I need to record the cover versions of Tina Turner. And the guy looked at me and he said to me, no, Tina, you cannot do that. I want you to sing your own songs. Your voice is so special. Do something else. And I said to him, how can I do it? What must I do? Then he told me, no problem. You can do it. And then the producer said to me, he's going to write the songs for me. And then he told me, you go, you do your text and everything. And funny enough, I became so creative during the COVID-19. I became creative and I knew I can do it without any experience of music, but I knew I can do it. That's when I started becoming a songwriter. So he gave me the songs. Then I started writing the lyrics, and then I could even know exactly I'm going to put the bass like this, I'm going to put the backing vocals like this, and then all the songs, all my songs, the backing vocals, they're all my voices. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know. Everything just came automatically. And I knew exactly each song, like this, like that, like this, like that. That is how I developed myself as a singer, as a songwriter. And that is why today I can write songs while I'm sleeping.
I like that confidence. I really, really do. Now, we better move on, actually. So, Tina, tell me a little bit about gratitude. You've got 2,155 requests for this so far since we've been playing it. So I think the audience better know a little bit about it. Tell me all about the lyrics.
Okay, the gratitude is about, the song is actually based for humanity, because I think the whole humanity on this planet, we need to know the word gratitude. And that is why I am so thankful that the lyrics of the song just came just like this in my sleep. That's when I started writing the lyrics and knew they come from the heart space. Because gratitude is about be thankful of what you are, and be grateful of who you are. Know your roots, who you are, and know yourself. And then the more you know yourself, you are thankful. Because the song is about the people, the whole humanity, to love one another, not to hate each other. Respect each other, love each other, and know that we are all human beings. We are all here on this planet to be. That's a message about gratitude.
Love that. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined by Tina Labea, coming out of Switzerland today. Here's gratitude. How you feeling, Tina? You okay? Feeling okay?
Yes, I'm fine, yes.
Nice.
Sure.
Nice.
I'm feeling good.
I've got a
Doctor feel good.
I've got a story for you.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, tell me.
I used to work with Tina Turner.
With who?
Tina Turner.
Wow.
Yep.
What a coincidence.
I
Wow.
was her engineer for a season, and
Everyone,
she
good
got me
story.
kicked out of a hotel.
No.
Yeah,
Right?
she did. She really did. After we did a show in Auckland, here in New Zealand, our biggest city,
Yes.
we went back to the Sheraton Hotel back in those days. That's what it was called. And
Yes.
we were all in her room celebrating having a fantastic show when she threw a
Yes.
pillow at me. Up and threw this pillow at me. And she laughed.
No.
She started laughing like crazy. So I picked it up and threw it back, right?
Uh-huh.
Everybody else in the room stepped back to one side.
No.
Before you know it, her and I are in a full-blown pillow fight, and we're walking out. We got our way out of the hotel room, down the hallway, down the escalators, into the foyer. There's feathers flying everywhere, and she whacked me, and I ended up going into this fountain in the foyer, only to be picked out by two very big burly security guards, and they looked at me, they looked at her, they looked at me. I got the boot. She didn't.
I don't believe it. She did this to you.
Yeah. Oh, we had a lot of fun together, Tina and I.
Wow. So, look, we have another Tina, right?
We do. We really do.
So you have another. So you have a little one now.
Believe me, you're a superstar, Tina. You really, really are. And I do want to talk to you after we finish this, so please don't go anywhere. We're going to take some
Yes.
photos, bits and pieces. We're also going to put it all into a movie for you. You will get a copy of everything we do, okay?
Wow, that's super great. That's super.
You know, Tina, that at the end of that, that just does it for me. I love that bit.
And hey,
Yes, I love that. I really, really do. Now, Tina, we are going to have to move on very, very quickly. It's 10 away from midday, lunchtime here in New Zealand. So I really want to race into this very, very quickly because this, Tina, is your most requested track. It's the one I see every morning and so happy to have it on our playlist. It's Freedom. Now, please, tell me all about it.
yeah, that freedom is so beautiful.
Tell me about the lyrics of this. Where did it come from?
You know, all my lyrics, it is a blessing because I receive the lyrics of the songs during my sleep. When I sleep, I get the message of the songs, and then I get bits of them, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Then I put the puzzles together, and then I write the lyrics. Because freedom is about liberation for humanity. Because we all came to this world to live, right? We didn't come here to suffer. We didn't come here to be ruled by anybody else because we are responsible for our lives. And that is why this freedom is about to heal the world, that they should feel that liberation in them. Because all these kinds of like the people being oppressed, people can't move, you can't do what you want because someone else is behind there telling you, do this, do that. This is not the right way to live. We came here for a purpose, we came here to live, and we came here to be free because being free is actually our birthright. So we cannot come here and live and being scared of someone, and that is why this freedom is a powerful message for the world to know you are free to be who you are. Move the way you want and be yourself because if you don't become yourself, then you are caught in a cave, right? So it's like you've been hidden because of somebody else. And that is why wherever I go, I need my liberation, I need my freedom because I'm supposed to be here. So why should somebody tell me you cannot move there, you can't do this and that? So freedom is about the people to wake up, to heal the people, to inspire them, to make them happy, and they should know exactly who they are because we all stand on the ground, and then that's why it is about the people. They should really know that they are here for a purpose and to be free. It is something beautiful because the life is not meant to be that the world must live in the darkness. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. That is why the people, they have to be healed. They have to, every song I do think it has to be an inspiration because it's my goal to make this world a better place, to make this world better. And I am 100% convinced that I could make it only with the message of the songs because up to now I could hear that most of the people, the lyrics are there, but to put it straight as it is, I've never heard it. But me, I have the guts, I sing what I think, and I think it's my birthright, And I think I don't sing something wrong. I sing something that comes from my heart space. That's being inside of me, which I want to radiate to the world, to show them that we are all here, we are all one, we are never alone. Even if somebody tells you you are not free, but we should know that being free is our birthright. And that is why I think I'm the bearer of the light, and I want to bring the light where the darkness is. That is my goal, and make this world a better place because it needs us.
You know,
And that is my freedom.
you know, Tina, you remind me of somebody I met many, many years ago. His name was Nelson Mandela, and your words are very much like.
Oh yes, that's my neighbor.
Well, I tell you what, I met
That's
him.
my neighbor.
Really? Okay. Well, I met him.
Yes.
He was doing a U2 tour. U2 literally brought him out on stage. He had just become Prime Minister over in your country at the time. And here in New Zealand, believe me, it was huge. It really, really was. And the words that he spoke were just fantastic. I got to meet him personally in the green room backstage later on after the concert.
Wow.
Him and his lovely lady. And believe me, he made a big impression. He really did. So, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, a new hero of mine is Tina Labea. Here is freedom. How you feeling, Tina? You okay?
Yes, I'm Dr. Feel Good.
Nice, nice. Yeah, true story. You see, I've worked with some of the biggest bands and some of the most famous recording studios in the world. Literally, I've had a very, very lucky career in my life. And I was doing I think it was the Zeropa. No, it wasn't the Zeropa tour. It was the what's the one on the hill that they did when their manager died? He was a Kiwi guy.
One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill. Yeah, we were doing a concert there, and they brought out Nelson Mandela onto the stage and introduced him to the people here in New Zealand. It was just like, this is a moment in history, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
And I mean, I held him in the same political realm as what I've held Biko in.
Oh, the Steve Biko, yes. Steve Biko and all of these guys. Yeah. Because, Nelson Mandela is actually 2 minutes away from my home because I'm from Orlando West.
Okay.
Same area. Yes, same area as Nelson Mandela, Wow. And I know the history of Steve Biko and other guys that died those years, because of this apartheid,
Mm-hmm.
And this is crazy. This is crazy because this apartheid did really open my head. That's when I developed to stand strong and to know what I want in life. That's where this thing came from because it made me strong. And that is why today I'm not scared. I can call a spade a spade. So I don't care what people think. If I want to say something, and I say it straight as it is. I don't have to beat about the bushes, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you hide yourself, then you're not your true self, and I'm my true self, and that is why I speak my opinion.
Tina, I absolutely respect and love the hell out of that. I really do. But there is some people in this world that are scared of powerful women, much like yourself.
They're scared. Yes, they're scared. I don't know why.
Well,
I don't know why.
I tell you what, we had a female Prime Minister called Jacinda Ardern just not so long ago, and the political realm really did not like her because she was a female and had power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But all respect to the lady, I mean, she did such a wonderful job while she was in that position.
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Tina, we're going to wrap it up right now, but I have a couple of very, very choice questions for you before we go. And
yes, sure.
Then please hang in there because we are going to take some photos, stuff like that.
Yes, sure.
And I also want to talk about putting you into a magazine, if that's all right with you.
Oh, wow.
We have one of the world's best magazines that we're connected to.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much.
I'll tell you all about it. That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And today, believe me, I think I've just found a lifelong friend in Tina Labea coming out of Switzerland. Tina, I've got a couple of very, very quick questions for you. First one is, any new music coming out in the near future?
I don't think so because I mean, on my side, I already recorded one song. It's already finished, and then I have another one I'm working on. But I think by the time summer comes, I should be finished with my album. Beautiful songs, and they're even more powerful because I feel it in my veins. I need to express it more.
So therefore, are you saying that just maybe that we might be able to get a copy of these new songs?
Of course.
Just maybe you'll come back for another interview.
Yes, definitely, because the other song that's already finished, it is so powerful. It has a meaning. It is so powerful, and that is why it will be mastered. I think the next coming days it will be mastered, and then the other songs I'm working on, I think, well, now it's March. I think the latest in July, August, I'm finished with all the songs, or maybe before, because I'm very quick, I need only 2 weeks for a song. 2 weeks for a song. Then I'm done with it.
I love that. I really, really do. One last question before you go, Tina, is
Yes.
when you are doing your tours and everything like that, I do have a fan question. It's from Susan coming out of Orlando in Florida. She's asking, when you go on stage, just before you go on stage, set the scene, band's playing, lights are going, smokes are, the atmosphere is up there. Just moments before you walk out on stage, do you get the butterflies?
No. I want to be out to give them what they want. I don't have that because, before I enter the stage, I meditate immediately just for myself. I meditate with the band together. They can go. I tell them we have to be in a circle together. We meditate. Then they go on stage. When I come on stage, then it's fire. Then it's only fire. That's all I can say. I'm magnetized before I even start singing. It's like that.
You know something? I seem to be very comfortable in front of a crowd of, 100,000 people. No worries. Can entertain them.
Yes.
You put me in front of 10 old ladies and that's it. My knees are shaking. And it's happened. It really has. Believe me, some people invited me along to talk to some retirees, former business people here in this town, literally, about the success of the company that we have. And literally, they put me up on the stage. All of these ladies, various ages, no music. They had no music. I was absolutely dry-mouthed and knees knocking, to be very honest with you. I had an hour and a half to be able to fill a speech, and all I could think of is, oh my gosh, get me out of here. Literally. So, as far as concerts and everything like that go, no worries. You can put me in front of thousands of people. I can do that. But please, never put me in front of 30 ladies, aged ladies, ever again. That just gave me nightmares for years afterwards. It really did, and I still remember it vividly.
I can imagine. But it's so nice when the stadium is full, lots of people. It's a nice feeling because then when you get up there, because you know what they came from, I tell myself before I jump on stage, I tell myself, I'm going to give you what you want. You came here, you're going to get it. When you go home, you had it.
I love that. I really, really do. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we've been joined by Tina Labea coming out of Switzerland, and yes, she will be coming back for another interview in the near future. Looking forward to catching up with my now new hero in the business. I really, really do respect this lady. Join us again Tuesday morning. Of course, it is Easter. We're all having a spare day off tomorrow. Good Friday on Friday. Good Monday, Easter Monday on Monday. So we will be back between 5:30 and 10 o'clock in the morning for the breakfast show. Join us then. Well, actually, join me at 5 in the morning. Barbara will be joining me after 8. And we have two really exciting new interviews to go through then. See you then. Stay safe, stay happy, and from me, it's Happy Radio. Everyone, take care. How was that?